Namaste children, how are you all? Welcome to today's class. In the last class we discussed right angle triangle and Pythagoras property, and we studied the application of Pythagoras property, and now we will continue the same topic, application of Pythagoras property, and we will solve the sums or problems from exercise number 6.5. The fourth question: which of the following can be the sides of a right triangle? Which of the following can be the sides of a right triangle? What is a right triangle? A triangle in which one angle is 90 degrees, or a triangle which satisfies Pythagoras property. Which satisfies Pythagoras property. That triangle is known as a right angle triangle. What is Pythagoras property? Square of the hypotenuse is equals to sum of the squares of other two sides. Which is the hypotenuse? The longest side is known as the hypotenuse. So if you observe in the first question, 2.5 centimeters, 6.5 centimeters and 6 centimeters. Which is the longest side? If it is right triangle, 6.5 centimeters is the longest side, and it may be the hypotenuse. If it is right angle triangle, definitely 6.5 centimeters will be the hypotenuse. Simple, you draw a rough diagram. We are taking, this is, if it is a right angle, then this side will be what? Hypotenuse, and it is 6.5 centimeters, and this is 6 centimeters, and it is 2.5 centimeters. Now here, which is the hypotenuse? You can give name A, B, C is the triangle. Here AC is the hypotenuse. If it is a right triangle, AC is the hypotenuse, and other two sides are what? AB and BC. So here the given sides are what? Given. Let AB is equals to 6 centimeters, BC is equals to 2.5 centimeters, and AC is equals to 6.5 centimeters. If it is a right triangle, if triangle ABC is a right triangle, if it is right triangle, then which will be the hypotenuse? Definitely the longest side, it is 6.5. So by Pythagoras theorem, square of the hypotenuse, that is AC square is equals to sum of the squares of other two sides, that is AB square plus BC square. Let AB is equals to what it is? 6.5 whole square, that is equals to AB is equals to 6 square plus BC, it is 2.5 whole square. Now find out 6.5 is equals to, find their solutions. 6.5 square, it means 6.5 into 6.5. Multiply, 5 5s are 25, 2 is there, 5 6 are 30 plus 2, 32, 6 5s are 30, 6 6 are 36 plus 3, it is 39. Then add 5, 2, 12, and it is 4. Here one digit is there after decimal point, and here one digit is there after decimal point. Total 2 digits. After 2 digits, we keep the decimal point. Now what we got, it is 42.25. 42.25 we got on LHS. Now on RHS, 6 square means 6 into 6, it is 36, plus 2.5. 2.5 means it is 2.5 square means 2.5 into 2.5. 5 5s are 25, 2 is there, 5 2s are 10 plus 2, it is 12, 2 5s are 10, 2 2s are 4 plus 1, it is 5. Now 5, 2, 6, keep decimal point after 2 digits, what we get, it is 6.25. 6.25 you will get. Now that is equals to 36 plus 6.25, how much we get? 36 means it is 36.00, and it is 6.25. 6.25 we will get 5, 2, 6 plus 6, it is 12, 3 plus 1, it is 4, 42.25. 42.25. LHS is also same 42.25. Therefore LHS is equals to RHS. It means that Pythagoras property is satisfied. This is what? Pythagoras property. Pythagoras property. So this property is satisfied by these three measurements. Therefore, Pythagoras property is satisfied. Pythagoras property is satisfied. Therefore, a right triangle can be formed. Which of the following? Therefore, above are given measurements form a right triangle. So when we can say that the right triangle is not formed, when if it is not satisfied the Pythagoras property. If it is not satisfied the Pythagoras property means LHS and RHS should not be equal. Means both the values are different values if we get, then Pythagoras property is not satisfied. Hence the given measurements will not form a right triangle. So here what we should check the Pythagoras property, whether this Pythagoras property is satisfied or not. What is Pythagoras property? Square of the hypotenuse is equals to sum of the squares of other two sides. Then if we prove that, then we can say that the given measurements will form a right triangle. Is it clear, children? Yes. Now we'll discuss the fifth question. A tree is broken at a height of 5 meters from the ground. So at which part it is broken? 5 meters height from the ground, and its top touches the ground at a distance of 12 meters from the base of the tree. Find the original height of the tree. See, draw a rough diagram. Let this is the ground. What it is? It is the ground. You take this as the ground, and here is the this is the original height of the tree. Let you take AB is the original height of the tree. AB is the original height of the tree. Let it is broken at point C. It is broken at point C. So this is the broken part, and this is there on the ground. So at here it is broken, and this is touching. This AC is the broken part. It bends and it touches the ground. This is the top of the tree that touches the ground. Means this portion which touches the ground like this. This is then this let it is touching the top of the tree at point D on the ground. So BD is the ground, AB is the original height of the tree, that is AB. AB is equals to BC plus AC. C is the point where the tree is broken. C is the point where the tree is broken. At where it is broken? At 5 meters height. So BC is equals to how much it is? 5 meters. We don't know AC. Now what we have to find? Find the original height of the tree. We don't know the original height of the tree. So let AC is equals to what it is? X. Here this AC is the broken part, and this broken part when it is broken and it slowly bends, and this top will touches the ground. Means AC is equals to CD or DC. So length of AC is equals to length of CD. So now CD is what it is. Now always a tree we will consider is perpendicular to the ground. Therefore we got a right angle triangle BCD. This is a right angle triangle. So here CD is the hypotenuse in this triangle. CD is equals to what it is? AC, that is broken part of the tree. What we have to find? Find the original height of the tree. Original height of the tree is nothing but it is AB, that is it is divided into two parts. One it is BC, the other one is AC. Here AC is nothing but the CD in the figure. So what we have to find length of AB, BC plus AC. BC is given, AC we have to find. AC is equals to hypotenuse of this triangle. So apply the Pythagoras theorem and find the CD, which we will get the original height of the tree. So let AB is the original height of the tree. Original height of the tree. Height of the tree. So the top of the tree touches the ground. It touches the ground at a distance of 12 meters from the base of the tree. Now this is the base of the tree and this is the top of the tree. So from here it is touching the circle, that is ground at 12 meters. Now BD is equals to what? 12 meters. So that this top is touching the ground from base 12 meters. Therefore BD is equals to 12 meters. So now from the figure, find from the figure, AB is equals to what it is? BC plus AC, and BC is equals to 5 centimeters, it is given. BD is equals to 12 meters, not centimeters, it is meters, I'm sorry. 5 meters and 12 meters. Now AC is equals to CD. We don't know how much is AC, but both are equal. Both are equal. Now in triangle BCD, angle B is equals to 90 degrees. Now apply the Pythagoras theorem. When B is 90 degrees, its opposite side is the hypotenuse. That is CD square is equals to BC square plus BD square. That is by Pythagoras property. Pythagoras property. It states that square of the hypotenuse, that is CD square, is equals to sum of, means addition of what? Squares of other two sides. What are the other two sides? BC and it is BD. BC square plus BD square. Now substitute. BC is equals to how much it is? 5 square plus BD is equals to how much it is? 12 square. 12 square. 5 square is equals to 25 plus 12 square means 12 into 12. It is 144. By adding 25 plus 144, we will get 169 as CD square. Now CD is equals to square root of 169. So or you can find out its square by using what? Prime factorization. We have come across 169 rough work. Here it is rough work. 169 prime factorization. It is divisible by 13 only. 13 ones are 13. 16 minus 13, it is 3. 3 with 9, 39. 13 3s are 39. 9. Therefore 169 can be written as CD square. 139 can be written as what? 13 square. Again powers are same. Therefore their exponents are same. Therefore their bases will be equal. Therefore CD is equals to 13. CD is equals to 13. Now original height of the tree is equals to original height of the tree. Height of the tree is equals to what it is? AC. That is AB. AB is equals to what? BC plus AD. That is BC is equals to what? 5 meters plus AC is equals to what it is? From the figure, AC is equals to what it is? AC is equals to CD. We know from the figure. Here you can write one more. AC is equals to BD. AC is equals to CD. CD is equals to how much we got? 13 meters we got. 5 plus 13, which is equals to 18 meters. So what is the original height of the tree? It is 18 meters. So we got this as 13 meters CD. Therefore AC is also 13 meters. 13 plus 5, it is 18 meters. So by using Pythagoras property, we will find the broken part or the original height of the tree. Is it clear, children? Yes. Now we will discuss 7th question. Find the perimeter of a rectangle whose length is 40 centimeters and a diagonal is 41 centimeters. So what is perimeter of a rectangle? The total boundary length of the rectangle. This is a rectangle. What will be the boundary of this? That is the 4 sides, sum of the 4 sides of the rectangle. But in rectangle, opposite sides are equal. Let A, B, C, D is a rectangle. AB is equals to CD. Opposite sides, one pair of opposite sides are equal. Similarly, AD is equals to BC. Both are equal. So the formula to find perimeter of a rectangle is equals to 2 into L plus B. That is 2 times of sum of length and breadth. But what is given? Whose length is given 40 centimeters. Let length is AB, that is 40 centimeters. and we don't know the breadth. Breadth is not given. If we know the breadth, directly we will apply this formula and we will find the perimeter. Only the length is given and breadth is not given. Here, which is the breadth of this rectangle? It is BC, or AD is the breadth of the rectangle. And one diagonal is given. Let the diagonal is AC. What is diagonal? The line segment drawn from one vertex to its opposite vertex in a quadrilateral is known as diagonal. So here AC is the diagonal. What is the other diagonal? BD is the other diagonal. So one diagonal length is given, that is 41 centimeters. Now find the perimeter. So perimeter of the rectangle is equals to 2 into L plus B. We know L, but we don't know the breadth. Breadth is not given. So first we need to find the breadth of the rectangle. Then we have to find the perimeter. How do we find the breadth of the rectangle? You see observe the figure. So in the rectangle, all angles are equal and each angle is equals to 90 degrees. Now A, B, C. This is what type of triangle? It is a right angled triangle. So now in right angle triangle, angle B is 90 degrees. Therefore AC will be the hypotenuse. AB and BC are two sides. So apply the Pythagoras theorem. We know the two sides of the right angle triangle. Third side we don't know. We will find the third side by using the Pythagoras property. That is, third side is nothing but what here it is. This is BC is the third side of triangle ABC, and also this is the breadth of the rectangle ABCD. So once we find the breadth of the rectangle, then apply the formula of perimeter of a rectangle, that is twice, that is 2 times of length and breadth, that is 2 into L plus B. Clear children? It is right. From the figure AB is equals to 40 centimeters, that is length, and AC is equals to 41 centimeters, that is diagonal. Diagonal is given, and let BC be X centimeters, and that is the breadth of the rectangle. Now in triangle ABC, angle B is equals to 90 degrees. Therefore it is a right triangle. Why it is 90 degrees? Because the properties of rectangles says that all the 4 angles are equal and each angle is 90 degrees in quadrilaterals, that is in rectangle. Therefore it is a right angle triangle. Now apply the Pythagoras theorem. Angle B is 90 degrees. Therefore its opposite side is AC, that will be the hypotenuse. Now apply the Pythagoras theorem. By applying Pythagoras theorem, by using Pythagoras theorem or Pythagoras property. What it states that? It states that square of the hypotenuse, that is AC square is equals to sum of the squares of other two sides. What are the other two sides? AB and BC. So it is AB square plus BC square. AB square plus BC square. Now AC is equals to how much it is? 41. 41 square. AB is equals to 40. 40 square plus BC is equals to what it is? What we have taken BC as X. Therefore it is X square. Now 41 square is equals to, multiply this. 41 into 41. We will get 1 ones are 1. 1 fours are 4. 4 ones are 4. 4 fours are 16. Add 1. 4 plus 4, 8. 6 and 1. 1681. 1681, that is equals to 40 square means 40 into 40. We will get 4 into 4, 16. 0 into 0 and 2 zeros. Keep 2 zeros. We will get 1600. 1600 plus x square. So I send this 1600 to LHS, it will become minus 1600. 1681 minus 1600 is equals to x square. So how much will get? 1681 minus 1600, we will get 1681 minus 1600. Subtraction. 1 minus 0 it is 1. 8 minus 0 it is 8. 6 minus 6 0. 1 minus 1 it is 0. So what we get? It is 81. So therefore it is 81 is equals to x square. You can write above. 81 is equals to x square we got. 81 is equals to x square. This is a rough work. 81 is equals to x square. So 81 can be written as 9 square. 9 nines are 81. So 9 square is equals to x square. Therefore x is equals to what? 9. As the powers are equal to, powers both are same, therefore their bases also must be equal. X is equals to 9. What is x? BC. What is BC? It is breadth. Therefore breadth is equals to, breadth BC is equals to 9 centimeters. Now we find the breadth by using Pythagoras property of the, for this right angle triangle ABC. Is it clear, children? Now what we have to find? Perimeter of the rectangle. Perimeter of the rectangle is equals to perimeter of the rectangle. Rectangle is equals to, formula it is 2 into L plus B units. So that is 2 into L is equals to length. How much is length? It is 40 centimeters. Plus B is equals to breadth, that is BC, 9 centimeters. Units, what are the units here? It is centimeters. That is 2 into 40 plus 9, 49 centimeters. Now multiply with 2. 2 9s are 18, 1 is there. 2 4s are 8 plus 1, 9, 98 centimeters. Therefore, the perimeter of the rectangle is 98 centimeters. How to solve this problem? This sum it is by, we should know the properties of rectangle, that is opposite sides are equal and each angle is 90 degrees, that is the diagonal divides the rectangle into two right triangles or right angles. Then we should know the formula to find the perimeter of the rectangle, and we should know about the Pythagoras property to find the breadth, that is BC. Then we will apply the formula of perimeter of rectangle and we will find the perimeter, which is equals to 98 centimeters. Is it clear, children? Yes. Now we will discuss the 8th question. The diagonals of a rhombus measure 16 centimeters and 30 centimeters. 16 centimeters is length of one diagonal, 30 centimeters is the length of the other diagonal. Find its perimeter. What is the perimeter of a rhombus? What are the properties of rhombus? Rhombus is a quadrilateral in which the four sides are equal, that is adjacent sides are equal, and the two diagonals are perpendicular bisectors to each other. We should know the properties of a rhombus. So let this is a rhombus. I am drawing a rough diagram. Let this is a rhombus A, let this is a rhombus. Let it is A, B, C and D. Here all the sides are equal in rhombus. So perimeter of rhombus means sum of the four sides of the rhombus, that is AB, length of AB plus length of BC plus length of CD plus length of AD. And we know in rhombus all the sides are equal, that is length of AB is equals to BC is equals to CD is equals to AD. So if you know the side of a rhombus, we can find its perimeter by adding all the four sides or by multiplying the length of the side with 4, because all the sides are equal. 4 into A, where A is the length of each side of the rhombus. Each side is given? No. But what are given here? It is, they are given 16 centimeters is one diagonal. Let this is one diagonal. Its length is 16 centimeters. And the other diagonal it is BD, whose length it is, how much it is? 30 centimeters. The other diagonal BD is 30 centimeters. Now the properties of rhombus are all the sides are equal. If you find the one side, then we will know the all the sides of the rhombus. And the perimeter of the rhombus means add all the four sides their length, will get the perimeter. But here the diagonals are given, each diagonal, that is first one's diagonal is 16 centimeters, other diagonal is 30 centimeters. We have a property, let the two diagonals are intersected point O. The two diagonals are perpendicular bisectors to each other. They are perpendicular bisectors to each other. Means this angle is 90 degrees. We got four triangles. We got that four triangles are what? They are right triangles. They are right triangles. Take any one right triangle. So now the two diagonals are perpendicular bisectors. Bisectors means dividing into two equal parts. Dividing into two equal parts. Let this is a perpendicular bisector means this length and this length both are equal. Therefore, BD is dividing AC into two equal parts, that is OA and OC. OA and OC both are equal. But AC is equals to how much total? It is 16 centimeters. Therefore, OA is equals to how much? 8 centimeters. And OC is also equals to 8 centimeters. Half of 16. 8 plus 8 it is 16. Similarly, BD it is given 30 centimeters. BD is divided into two equal parts, that is OB and OD. OB and OD by AC. Therefore, OB will give us what? 15 centimeters and OD will give us what? 15 centimeters. Now we got four right triangles, and in that four right triangles, two sides we know. So in each triangle, the side of the rhombus is hypotenuse. That is, if this angle is 90 degrees, then AB is the hypotenuse. Apply the Pythagoras property and find the length of AB. Then we can find the perimeter. So write in rhombus, all sides are equal. All sides are equal in length. That is, AB is equals to BC is equals to CD is equals to AD is equals to AD. Now two diagonals are perpendicular bisectors to each other. They are perpendicular bisectors to each other. Therefore, it is given AC is equals to 16 centimeters and BD is equals to 30 centimeters. So AC is divided into two equal parts, that is OA is equals to OC, that is equals to 8 centimeters. Similarly, BD is divided into two equal parts, that is OB and OD. OB is equals to OD, that is equals to half of 30, it is 15 centimeters. And they are perpendicular bisectors, means at the point O the four angles are equal and each angle is 90 degrees. Now consider one triangle. Now in triangle AOB, angle AOB, this angle is 90 degrees. Angle AOB is equals to 90 degrees. Therefore, apply the Pythagoras theorem. Square of the hypotenuse. Here AB is the hypotenuse, which is opposite to angle right angle. That is, square of the hypotenuse means AB square is equals to sum of the squares of other two sides, that is OA square plus OB square. OA square and OB square. Now OA is equals to how much it is? 8 square plus OB is equals to how much it is? 15 square. 8 square means 8 into 8 it is 64 plus 15 square means 15 into 15 we will get 225. Now AB square is equals to 64 plus 225 is equals to 289 we will get. If you want, you can add here. See that rough work I am doing it here. Rough work. So rough work it is 15 into 15. 15 5s are 75, 7 is there, 15 1s are 15 plus 7, it is 22, 225 we got, 15 square. Then 225 plus 64, we need to add, what we will get? 5 plus 4, 9, 2 plus 6, 8, and 2 it is 289 we got. AB square is equals to 289. Now 289 is equals to, we will go with 17 table. 17 ones are 17. 28 minus 17 it is 11. 11 with 9 is 119. 17 17s are 289 or 17 7s are 119. Therefore, AB square is equals to 289 means 17 square. Therefore, AB is equals to 17. That is 17 centimeters. AB is equals to how much it is? 17 centimeters. What is AB? Length of one side. So like this we need to find the length of one side by using the Pythagoras property. Then finally what we have to find? What we have to find it is perimeter. Therefore perimeter of rhombus is equals to 4 into A units. That is where A stands for length of each side. In rhombus all the sides are equal. So here A is equals to one side, that is rhombus. That is AB. 4 into A is equals to 17 centimeters. 17 fours are 68. 68 centimeters is the perimeter of the given rhombus. How to find this? To find the rhombus perimeter, first of all we should know the length of any one side. That we will find by using the property of Pythagoras in right triangle. How we know that it is right triangle? The diagonals are perpendicular means right angles. The perpendicular bisectors. Bi means two, sectors means dividing into two equal segments, two equal parts is known as bisector. Perpendicular bisector means dividing into two equal parts with 90 degrees, that is right angle. And we will find length of one side, then we will apply the perimeter of rhombus, that is 4 sides are equal. 4 into A is equals to 4 into 17. 17 fours are 68 centimeters. Is it clear, children? Yes? I hope you understand today's concept, and with this chapter is completed. So what we studied so far in this chapter: median, altitude, and the properties of triangle. Properties of triangle, under that exterior angle property, angle sum property, and inequalities of two properties we studied, and then Pythagoras property in right triangle we have studied. And I hope you understand the whole chapter. And today's homework is exercise number 6.5, question number 4, second and third. Question number 6, it is an MCQ question, and example 6, page number 129. Complete the given homework. Thank you very much.